Hello, everybody, and welcome here to Steve's Wrestling Ramble. Welcome to the Weekly Wrestling Podcast. Here for this week, we're going over WWE Extreme Rules 2019 edition, Monday Night Raw, therefore after, and SmackDown Live as well. Everything that went down during this past week. Stuff that went down actually today at I think it was Comic-Con. Nothing serious, but just a funny moment there at Comic-Con as well. So we'll talk about it all, and we'll start with introducing my teammates. You're laughing there in the background. Becky, welcome Becky here to the Ramble. How are you on this fine day?
Doing pretty good, actually. Gonna be hanging out later on tonight, but let's get it cracking.
Let's go. Let's get cracking. Let's start with obviously with Extreme Rules on Sunday. Everything that went down there with title changes galore, more title changes than I assumed. I know we talked about it Sunday night as much as we could. But here on Thursday, what are your thoughts? Now days after, then hours after the pay per view, has your opinion of it changed overall, or is it just the same? And how you thought Extreme Rules went?
I don't think my opinion changed of it very much. As far as continuity, as far as storyline goes, I think it's making Seth look really weak to just be the avenging boyfriend. But other than that, I think it was a good pay per view, and I really look forward to seeing what happens next.
I agree, and even as I said Sunday, I thought Extreme Rules did do better in regards to my expectations heading into it. I think it did well with the matches that it had, though this card was somewhat stacked. Um, and I do say now, days later, that I would officially say that match of the night actually was that, at least for me, the story being told was Aleister Black and Cesaro, surprisingly.
Yep.
Um, would be actually my match of the night. My moment of the week, though, kind of getting ahead of myself, but just thinking of it, my moment of the week was with Liv Morgan on SmackDown Live. But we'll get to that when we get to that. But for Extreme Rules, with the title changes that did take place, the number one being Brock Lesnar cashing his Money in the Bank contract, his brief or boombox there, and cashing it in successfully, winning the Universal Championship from Seth Rollins after that mixed tag match that was interesting to say the least. I'm sure you've seen too the backlash of Baron Corbin hitting End of Days to Becky Lynch. People were not happy about that, but as you say, everybody bitches about something. Um,
Exactly.
but I guess we'll just go there, with the reaction. Um, what are your
Are we talking the reaction to the end of days or the reaction to the cash in? Because I have both.
Well, first we're talking about the End of Days. What is your reaction
Okay.
when you saw it live, and then your reaction of people's reaction that is negative toward it? Baron Corbin, a man, doing End of Days to Becky Lynch, a woman called the Man.
Well, I thought she took the move like a champ. I thought, it was a really good execution. As far as knowing the ins and outs and things like that, I think the execution of the move was good, and it was as safe as it could be given the move itself. As far as the backlash, this is the same people that think intergender wrestling doesn't belong in the WWE. And for the people who say that, got two words, and I think you know what they are. This is 2019. Get with it.
And then from some of the backlash that at least that I've seen, I'm sure you did too, but what I've seen is people being up in arms because it was a male doing a finisher to a female. If it was a female doing a finisher to a male, yes, there might be some backlash because there always is, but it would be less, I would assume.
Exactly.
And I think it'd be tempered because it'd be, hey, women equal. We talk about in the world equal pay, equal
Yeah,
rights. And then in WWE world, talking about equal, well, with women putting their hands on a man. No one was upset with Becky Lynch when Becky Lynch threw strikes at Baron Corbin on a Monday Night Raw. Yes, it wasn't
exactly.
a finishing move. I think she did once put him in the armbar, put some male in an armbar. Um,
I think she might
no
have.
one complained about Ronda Rousey doing it to Triple H. They loved it.
Exactly. They
You know,
they went
they're in the match
bonkers for
or
it.
or a promo. Because
Yeah.
these are in a sense, female characters kind of being built, especially with Becky Lynch as the man, in that way. So but it's Baron Corbin, someone that everybody likes to shit on anyways, for their own opinion, which is fine. And just added on the fact that it was Baron Corbin that did the move to Becky Lynch,
Right.
not someone else. If it was someone else that maybe they liked more, they would have found an excuse for said superstar to do
I
it.
mean, if The Rock put a rock bottom on Becky Lynch, the universe would have lost their minds in a good way.
Mhm.
But the fact that it's Baron Corbin and they think he's a mid carder at best, and they think he's ruining the product, and da 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 da. He's, the worst thing since I can't even think of a really bad villain without getting us thrown off YouTube. So let's just say worse than Vince McMahon
Mm-hmm.
when he was the higher power.
Yeah, yeah. It was me, Austin. But yeah,
This is water, by the way.
okay. At first, I actually just thought it was soda,
No,
but
I wish, but no, it's water. It's way too hot in California.
no. We had humidity, but not actual heat. We had like 86 degrees, but heavy humidity here.
Yeah, same here.
But yeah. Anyways, yeah. That's at least my thoughts on it is equal. People want
Exactly.
if it's a woman doing the man shouldn't be bothered with the Baron Corbin of all people, I guess. Someone who I supports personally, but even if you don't support him, even if you hate him, with the go away heat, as people call it,
Right.
still should understand that what he did actually makes sense for the story, made sense for the
It
match, made sense for
exactly.
in the end. Becky Lynch and Seth won, so they did not lose their championship. So, in the end, it all worked out for those fans who didn't want Baron to even touch the title again. Back when he actually was holding it up for the title match when he was the
Yeah.
general manager. So, excuse me. But so let's move on then, as you already brought up, your reaction to the cash in.
This is Vince McMahon saying, "This is still my show, people, and I'll have the champ be whoever the heck I want them to be."
Yeah,
And
it is what it is, right? And
exactly.
I know some people are hoping and praying on their knees that he only holds it till SummerSlam, and not holds it all the way to WrestleMania in Tampa Bay. That this reign is not forever reign of never seeing your title or our title on the television, on Raw or SmackDown or anything.
Exactly. Only seeing it at pay-per-views when he feels like showing up.
He even did the whole boombox thing with the title that he did with the with the briefcase when he was doing his entrance.
Yeah, I know.
He did it for a shorter time than the other one, of course, but he still did it because whatever. But
Now, this just shows to me how much of a fan Brock isn't of wrestling and how much. I mean, yeah, he respects the business because it's the business he's in and it's what signs his paychecks. But other than that, he could really care less.
that's unfortunate for sure.
It is.
And you would
I
think,
mean, he's a great heel.
oh, even those, even that little backstage moment that they showed at WrestleMania during their 24, WWE 24, whatever that was, special
Yeah.
Rock to the title at Vince after retaining against Roman Reigns, where we all thought Roman was supposed to win.
Mm-hmm.
It's his disregard. I'm sure that's his real thoughts on it. But Vince still puts the title back on him. Vince still has him as a champion. Vince still wants to go with the guy that seems like even is against Vince himself, in a sense.
Well, Cultaholic, which is a great wrestling website and great channel on YouTube, does it best. Vince McMahon loves big sweaty men.
Oh yeah, I see that all the time at WTF moments.
Yes, I love it.
Formerly King Ross, yeah, he's pretty cool.
Uh-huh. They were doing it at Name Redacted.
Yeah, I know people say that, name redacted.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
name redacted, I'm surprised that they're still existing. But anyways,
that's for another episode.
but what else was I gonna say? Oh, last thing about Cultaholic, the best one out of that group that came from Name Redacted is
Yes.
Jack the Jobber. So I like him. He's cool.
See, I love the whole group. I can't pick just one
They are a
because
cool
they
group.
work so well as a team.
I think I like Jack because he's like me in a sense, just like in his personality or in his or even in his gimmick within the team. I mean, because I'm sure behind the
You,
scenes it's even more. Because
but
he really is.
you're not a jobber, though. You're not just somebody that puts the shine on somebody else. It's like in these broadcasts. Yeah, you're giving a lot of shine to me, but I'm trying to give some back to you.
And
And
I see it and I appreciate it.
ah, that's what
But
you got, my boy. Don't worry about it.
exactly. So what a tag team is for. But
Exactly.
but no, in regards to the cash in, I was actually surprised. I know you were talking about how we should have seen it coming with Paul Heyman, but I didn't. I thought that Paul Heyman was just blowing smoke up our asses and just was trolling us and doing Paul Heyman things. The show would end, and I'd be pissed if
Yeah.
Paul Heyman said something and nothing happened. I'm like, WTF, you know? Um, that's what I thought was going to be the case because as much as I keep rambling and saying that WWE should try to build up all their pay per views, just not the big five, not just specific ones, but all of them. Try to make them
Right.
best that they can be. And in doing so, it didn't have Brock Lesnar catching in, even though yes, it was successful and people didn't like it. I thought in the business of it and the move of doing it was actually a good move. I was just surprised as a fan that it actually happened for the mere fact that I thought Heyman was just trolling us and being
Yeah. You were surprised that Heyman actually told the truth for once
right instead of
because he's always yeah.
right.
Go
Yeah,
ahead. I'm sorry.
no. I was just saying that because I'm on the opposite end of where you were, or I'm assuming you were when when you said you should have saw it coming because on your end you saw it coming. Where I thought
Yeah.
he was just trolling us, it wasn't going to happen. Music would hit and it'd just be Paul, and then he'd laugh and turn around, sort of thing.
Well,
Um,
the thing of it is, with it being in Philadelphia, the home of ECW, Paul saying what he said at the Evolve pay per view last night, talking about the future. I mean, if you pay attention to your surroundings, you should be able to be a couple of steps ahead. Which is a real shame because the product shouldn't be that predictable.
no, it never should. It should always be unknown. That's why I like, and I know I've seen this in the past, but that's why I like and why I'm a big fan of, and that's why people bring it up in the chats. This is what Steve likes. I like multi superstar matches because they are unpredictable. Maybe not all of them seem that way. When we do predictions, people will say, "Okay, this one's probably this and that with our opinions," but it's still
Yeah.
who knows? It's X amount of men or X amount of women in said match, and in a prediction show like mine or Cultaholic or wherever, that could each person in the group could have all four participants winners predicted by the team. So giving a reason. So I think that's why I like that. That's why I like the landscape of the NBA. It's unpredictable now on who could win the NBA title. So just like here in WWE with matches, it's good to have it unpredictable. Have your whole card and whole pay per view as unpredictable as it can be. That's why the whole 50-50 booking thinking or not just thinking, but has been going on in WWE
Mm-hmm.
as well, because then in any match, one on one or otherwise, it can be more unpredictable. And I
Exactly.
think that is just best for the superstars in the match, for the bookers of the match, for the company, and for the WWE Universe. I think it's best for everybody for that to be the case, obviously, because then you get more enjoyment. And for crowd reaction, as WWE's always is, we don't care how you react, good, bad, indifferent, as long as you react
Mm-hmm.
and show your strong opinions. I know you were bringing up Cultaholic. I want to bring up another YouTuber that maybe you've seen, Becky, and that's a fellow Packer fan, or a BC Amplified. And he is
Heard of him.
and his opinion and stuff. I don't agree with everything he said, but he is a smart guy, smart guy from Bronx, New York. But anyways, um,
Well, seeing as we're bringing football into this, get a good look at that.
right, the Cowboys. But no. In regards to WWE, that'd be great, and I certainly hope that is the way things are going. And from watching Raw and SmackDown Live, moving forward from Extreme Rules and everything that happened there, as we talked about on Sunday night, Raw and SmackDown feeling different, feeling like or not Brock Lesnar, but Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff, respectively, are having their hands on these shows. doing something, trying to change things up at least even a little bit. I mean, not everything can be changed positively or in any way over one show, but still, it was shown, and it seems like. And I know I want to talk more so about SmackDown Live and the Morgan, but on Monday
Right.
Night Raw and some of the things that happened there, night and day to me.
Oh yeah.
In regards to probably in
Well,
regards to the show.
I mean, the Raw 2 weeks before Extreme Rules looked like it had Paul Heyman's fingerprints all over it. Then Vince kind of pulled it back the week, the go home show, and now that it's actually the Paul Heyman era, it's there's more continuity, there's more storyline. Other people are getting chances. I I really hope this isn't a dream and somebody pinches me and wakes me up, because this is actually how wrestling should be.
And the fact that they're having Kevin Owens and allowing Kevin Owens to cut these promos in regards to bringing up superstars that aren't used, kind of like being the voice of the fans, being that
Yeah,
character, being that superstar, being top, being trying to be a top face, in that regard. I know that one tweet that was shared in our group chat,
yeah.
in our thread that Owens had of current and
Hmm.
former superstars that weren't on the card at
Yep,
Extreme Rules. Um, hashtag Billy Kidman. But
yep.
but anyways, with that comes Liv Morgan and SmackDown Live.
Right.
She was moved over to SmackDown Live during the Superstars shakeup after WrestleMania April 14th, 2019. And she
Sounds
doesn't
about
have
right.
her actual first match until this July of 2019, months many later. For whatever
Mm-hmm.
reason, that be the fact. Maybe, again, as I believe in life, everything happens for a reason, purpose, and even in scripted television, even in WWE, this thing backstage or, in that real world aspect of it, happened for a reason of them not having her until now, you know. Um, and for her to now be used and shown back at this right time with the new management,
Mm-hmm.
specifically Eric Bischoff or SmackDown Live, that maybe there is something going down. And with what she said, not on the microphone, but using one of the commentators' mics, that she'll be coming back again, but being herself, being real. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think that is what's needed for Liv Morgan, not because her gimmick was stale and I didn't like it. I did, and that's why I wanted her to be shown and actually utilized. But
Right.
with this change, I think it's going to be great for her because since she was the one from the Riot Squad, Ruby Riot herself still out for a while. Sarah Logan, they kind of already said um, during the match. I think Michael Cole brought up, or someone brought up about how she's adapting to not being part of the Riot Squad anymore, something like that. So that already being hinted at. So the Riot Squad disbanded, not by anybody turning,
Right.
just disbanded. But for Liv Morgan, I think her more so than even Ruby Riot when she returns, the leader of that group. I think for her, she's a diamond in the rough. I think if used
Definitely.
correctly and used utilized wise, and whatever her new gimmick, a new theme song, a new whatever, the aesthetics of it. But I just think her, as soon as she's in the ring, she held her own against Charlotte Flair, even in a loss, looked good. Charlotte making her look good as well. That I think Liv Morgan can be something and can be not just a champion in general. I know we say that about a lot of women or a lot of guys.
Right.
But I think she can be a credible champion, not just a transitional champion, a short-term champion, an actual champion.
Um, I think Liv needs to come into her own a little more, because she's been part of a group for so long, and I like where she's going. I want to see where it goes, and then I'll make my judgment as far as her holding gold or whatever the case may be, being in a main event storyline. Um, I do think she's got a great personality. I think she needs to crank it up to 11 and just let it go, and just be her, because that's what got her the dance. No, and she needs to dance with the one that brought her.
Exactly. And like I said, I do think that if given the chance, if given the right story, this and that, then I'm actually backing her in any way. I do think that she definitely can be a crow champion, be able to be where I think she is deserving to be on the card, deserving to be if she ever is a champion of SmackDown Live or, well, specifically SmackDown Live, of course. And I think sky's the limit for her, just as much as I talk about Mandy Rose. But Liv Morgan in a different way. Mandy Rose, because I think specifically as she is in this character, is deserving for something, but Liv Morgan, I see something even deeper and more within her than just what her gimmick is now. You know, how she is
Right.
now. I mean, like her change and
Yeah.
blah blah blah. I think if done right, that could be good for her. Um, Now let's talk about the best championship in WWE right now. Let's talk about the best storylines and situations and feud. I know a feud for a title that anybody can get, crazy. But this Drake Maverick and R-Truth feud, even though during it we got
Oh,
on the title to include EC
God bless Drake Maverick.
today, or I don't know if it was yesterday, but shown today, whenever it was, showed up at the Comic Con, the Mattel Comic Con, that Zack Ryder and
Kurt Hawkins.
Kurt Hawkins. Thank you. Hawkins and Ryder,
Well,
the former Raw Tag Team Champions, were hosting there with other superstars, WWE. We have Drake Maverick in a banana costume, I think.
Banana Macho Man, I believe.
Okay, I didn't know. I was just honestly, I fast forwarded until when he went up to the podium. So,
Yeah.
but anyways, um, he showed up and trying to find our truth and this and that, and don't make fun of me. I'm serious, sort of thing. I think this is gold. I think this is the best thing they have on television, even over the world title feuds, even over the top guys and top women feuds in WWE. This 24/7 thing is just pure entertainment. Some
Oh yeah.
silliness, but I've enjoyed it. What are your thoughts on this back and forth thing, which I know not everybody loves, back and forth, throwing the titles back and forth? I know people talk about that with feuds in the Intercontinental or other title belts, but here with the still newly created 24/7 title, what are your thoughts with Drake and R-Truth?
I love it because it's a pure gimmick title with people with gimmicks that either A, need work, or characters that need screen time, aka Drake Maverick, aka R-Truth. They're great acts. They're great hands. They just need to be shown more. The whole thing with EC3, he needs more screen time. It's giving people opportunities that otherwise wouldn't have them, which is great. That, and like you said, it's gold. It's comedy gold. Where else are you gonna find somebody at Comic Con addressing a panel in a flippin' banana suit? I mean, this isn't Let's Make a Deal, but it's great.
Yeah, it certainly is, especially with R-Truth crashing the wedding, crashing the honeymoon, crashing that,
Uh-huh.
and then Drake getting titled back. This back and forth thing is pretty entertaining and pretty good for sure in regards to the
Yeah.
24/7 division or title, and everything there. But definitely will.
That and the small package joke.
I know Corey Graves and Michael Cole trying not to laugh and be all serious, but
Oh, Renee nearly died. I loved it.
right when you said it, Renee Young eyes she just started to laugh.
And Vince is sitting there in his ear going, ha, 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 ha.
I don't think he hated it either, but
No.
sure he's the one that told him.
That's good shit.
I mean, it was funny, so I give him that for that one this time. But in regards to Raw and SmackDown, I think both shows did well. This week I do say Raw did a little bit better, but still overall both shows do
By about that much.
exactly. But I think SmackDown did bring his game, and I looking forward, as you even said, looking forward to how things are moving forward on the road to SummerSlam. I think beyond we have Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff taking over, and that big news. I think even more so we have of this road to SummerSlam, where WWE Creative and WWE actually care more, and are having better shows of Raw and SmackDown to the SummerSlam, and trying to show what WWE can do. That they actually have brain cells and can get things done. So it's nice to see that.
Not to interrupt you, but not only that, but I think they're trying to get the product ready for actual prime time, meaning the deal with Fox. Because once they move SmackDown and I believe NXT over to Fox products, they're going to want to have a more polished product, a more popular product, because they're Fox is going to want to get its money's worth.
Mm-hmm. That's for sure. And I know they wanted to have big stars there too. That's why I thought Brock would cash in on Kofi.
Right.
On SmackDown.
Which that would make more sense to me, but what do I know?
And now they're going back to the well in a sense, not just a Brock winning the title, but we have Brock and Seth at SummerSlam. Seth Rollins winning that.
That's got to become a triple threat or something, because otherwise that's going to be new era same old crap.
If it is a triple threat, who would you like to have in there?
Oh God, Braun.
I actually like
anybody but Roman.
I just think you have Roman in there.
Anybody but Roman.
You know who actually those?
It'd be.
No, go ahead.
It would be a 2-on-1 match.
Well, then at least Brock won't leave with the title.
Roman's been given so many opportunities, though, and don't get me wrong, God bless him going into remission with his leukemia and everything else, but he's not Hulk Hogan. He's not The Rock. He's not the guy. No matter how far you shove something down our throats, we're eventually not going to take it.
True. I mean, then again, people did say that about Charlotte Flair.
No, because Charlotte Flair has a lot more charisma than Roman Reigns. I'm sorry.
Then again, also, I'm the one with the unpopular opinion in regards to Sasha Banks, but that being a whole different thing because Sasha's not on TV, she's not on the show. Will she be coming back? But, for me, the ones that, as people call the unpopular opinions of WWE superstars that people talk about, my unpopular opinion is negative in regards to Sasha Banks, in regards to the New Day, in regards to Bray Wyatt. I think all three, more so Sasha Banks than the other two. I
like Bray's repackaging. I like the Fiend. I like the little hints that were given before he debuted. And I'm really hoping it's Fiend versus Demon. I really do. Because if it's going to be Fiend versus Finn, in the words of Vince's theme song, ain't going to be no chance in hell.
No, I agree for sure. In that regard, like, if we're going to do that, we're going to have that character with that scary-ass mask, which is creepy if you get a close-up of it. But having the Fiend versus regular Balor Club jacket-wearing Finn Balor, that ain't going to go over well. Though we wouldn't know who would win, but still, it won't be as epic visually and otherwise pleasing for us than if we had a Demon versus the Fiend and having that. I would assume that is where we're going to go, and we're going to have that for SummerSlam.
I think just seeing the two entrances, one right after the other, would be worth the price of admission.
And the way that he did that, or WWE did that, of course, WWE did Bray Wyatt's debut with this new gimmick, new character, in regards to how they kind of, in an evilest way, so to speak, they reversed Finn's theme song when it first went when that light went out and that first noise.
Yeah.
It was just like a tape going in reverse of the theme song. It was
exactly. It's like, wait, back it up.
And that was actually kind of a nice touch. I mean, I know it's a simple thing to some, but to me, I thought it was a pretty cool thing. And then the other stuff, and then him showing up and Sister Abigail, and there we go. But I agree. Should be
to kind of piggyback this onto pop culture. Do you watch Star Wars at all? Star Wars.
A little bit. I haven't really seen all
the new. Well, I think it's the trailer. I think it may be a preview. I don't know, but the newest Star Wars movie, at the end, there's Emperor Palpatine laughing, and just that sound got fans going, "Oh my God, I need to see the blah 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 blah."
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
that's kind of what WWE did. That was their Emperor Palpatine laugh. Oh my god, I need to learn how to talk.
Okay. But I know what you mean there, yeah, because I do remember seeing that myself, and then people's reaction on YouTube of it. But yeah, that definitely does make sense. Um, though I did have to do my own quick Google search because I never ever heard of a fiend, and I had to figure out what a fiend is. But beyond that, it's going to be very interesting and entertaining. I'm going to see
Yes.
the match at SummerSlam if it is what we hope it to be. Um, the one area of issue in WWE I think is the tag team division, both Raw and SmackDown Live. Where we're going to go moving forward for both, and how should it go? I think that might be their
That needs the most improvement. The tag team divisions of both brands need the most improvement.
yeah, just like for a football team, there's one area that has a weakness and need to strengthen. Well, I think in WWE as a company and whatever, that's their weakness, and that's where they need to improve. And it's not even
No,
improving in regards to the tag teams you have, because you have great tag teams on your roster overall, SmackDown
you
and Raw.
do, but it's the writing and the booking.
Exactly, that's what I mean. You need to utilize them. You need to utilize them correctly, not just have them on the show, but use them correctly and have. I mean, Sanity. Sanity was supposed to be something when they came up and went to SmackDown Live. Right, I was
Yeah,
looking forward to Sanity and seeing how this would all work out, and now it just like fizzled into nothing, and that's
the
unfortunate.
Ascension. The Ascension were supposed to be the second coming of LOD.
Then you had AOP with Drake Maverick.
Yeah,
Yeah, with Drake there.
oh, they were supposed to be these big monsters. What's happened to them? Oh, they have great tag teams. They just don't know how to use them. It's like a kid with a brand new car.
Hmm.
It's
And now,
pretty, it's shiny until it gets messed up.
and now I hope the same is not the same fate for Heavy Machinery, because I really enjoy them.
Yeah,
I really think and hope that they can become tag team champions, and
I
whenever.
hope they do it at SummerSlam. I really do.
Hmm. I was gonna say that, but I have a feeling if they are gonna be, it's gonna be Royal Rumble time, WrestleMania season, if not WrestleMania. Like I don't, as much as I would want that, I was is a new fan of them and really was gunning for them to Money in the Bank, and I think, and hopefully WWE management and people noticed
Yeah,
that the reaction.
but there's only so long that you can wait for a payoff until you're just like, I'm bored. Who cares?
That's true. Yes, very very true indeed. Excuse me, but just trying to look here online. See if there is any other news
Mm-hmm.
notes. I don't see anything else in regards to that or anything of big news beyond what was brought up in regards to Drake Maverick and Comic Con and the Mattel panel. Just looking forward to seeing how the Raw and Smack. Oh, next week. Or not, well, yeah, next week on Raw, we're having the reunion.
Raw reunion.
Superstars coming back. Um, I know they promoted some, but do you think there are going to be any surprises of Hall of Famers to show up or moments? I mean, this is a Raw reunion, but we're still to move along storylines. We're on the road to SummerSlam. So,
Right.
so do you see any surprises with the Hall of Famer interaction, or in regards to anything like what are you looking forward to in this?
Well, I have been hearing rumors that The Rock actually has been at the Performance Center.
Oh,
The Raw reunion is in his home state of Florida. It's all about the U. So I wouldn't be surprised if the reunion got a little electrified.
you can't have a Raw reunion or anything that has to do with former superstars and not have The Rock. But
Exactly.
but as much as I always say that, because that was the first thing I thought of when they were showing Austin and Flair and Kurt Angle, recent Hall of Famer or recent retiree, um, I automatically thought of The Rock, and then I thought probably not because of his schedule. So, but hey, I
Well,
would hope.
there have been rumors that he's been in Florida. So
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's to see his daughter train because his daughter actually is down at the performance center right now. But I think it would be a great thing. And this whole Raw reunion idea wasn't even WWE's idea. It was USA's because they want to kick up the ratings.
Oh, I
And
didn't even know that.
who else to get ratings but you know the greatest of all time.
The Rock, exactly. Living legend indeed. I always, yeah, like I said, the biggest thing I always worry about is his schedule because he's a busy SOB. So it's one of those he's so big that he can do whatever he wants with his schedule, but it's also so crazy because he's that. And I don't know, he's in the middle of filming something and contractually he can't go to wrestling stuff, for weirdo things, even in scripted stuff. But hopefully he can be there.
Well, not only would it be good for the WWE and USA, I think it would be good for The Rock too because he could use it to promote Hobbs and Shaw
With
and
Roman
whatever
Reigns,
else he wants. Exactly.
he
So
can
it'd be a perfect tie-in.
yeah, you could have a backstage segment with him and Roman. Not everything has to be in the ring. So,
True,
you can have
but he does have to cut a promo. I mean,
I mean he just does, right?
exactly.
He's the Rock. We expect it. I still watch YouTube
Exactly.
videos of all his electrifying moments. I think my favorite one, yeah, I was rethinking it. My favorite one is his promo in regards to talking about they were in Toronto talking about and he was making fun of them when they were cheering when he said Toronto. He's like he's like, oh yeah, yeah, like, yeah, we live in Toronto, yeah, sort of saying that kind of reaction. I think
Mm-hmm.
that was
The
pretty
cheap
cool.
pop.
Yeah, the cheap pop one, and then the Billy talking to God segment. Um, it doesn't matter what your name is. Yeah, because he says Bob. No, it's Billy. It doesn't matter what your name is, sort of thing. But I think those
um,
my favorite one-liners in regards to all his great promos.
I think Coach When Praying
Mm,
was a great one. What's up, G? You call him G?
yeah.
Um, I mean, there's so many.
Oh yeah. Oh, another one I just remembered. Well, we remember a lot of them, but the point is he's making fun of the Big Show, about getting a haircut. Someone got a haircut, so you're not, 7 foot long haired piece of monkey crap. You're a short haired, you know, piece of
Yeah,
monkey crap, sort of
monkey
thing.
crap.
Just those returns. Like he's just a Rock, and I agree. If he's going to be on there, he should be cutting a promo, being the Rock. Maybe we have Kevin Owens hitting stunners on Shane. We can have Rock hitting rock bottoms on Vince or something. I don't know, but either way, it should be entertaining.
Actually, I think it. I'm sorry.
What would you? No, go ahead.
I think it would be great if Stone Cold hit a stunner on Owens. Saying that's what you get for using my move, kid.
I know on his podcast he brought it up. I think they were just jokingly bringing it up when he had Owens on there.
Yeah.
The stunner. I think that would be cool. Him hitting the stunner, showing him. Or instead of hitting it on him, there's a segment with them both there with someone with a stunner, or maybe two people,
And they both hit.
Shane and Vince, and one does one first, like Stone Cold to show, and then Owens does to Shane because that's who he's, I don't know, feuding with, but with, and that kind of thing, either at the same time or one at the other. I think that would actually be pretty cool. But overall, and it's going to be nice to see
Yes.
Ric Flair healthy and he's back on his feet and going these events, going shows. So I'm happy to see Rick there. Maybe or whatever he's gonna do. Looking forward
Agreed.
looking forward to that. Rick, for all the moments we still will have with him, um, in regards to W shows and other stuff. Trying to think of anything else. I know the biggest one that we talked about, whether positively or negatively, is Hogan.
Right.
Hogan has been promoted, so Hulk Hogan will be there. Um, so I'm looking forward to just to see how WWE uses him. If it's just a short, quick thing, backstage or whatever. If it's something more grandiose than that, whatever. looking forward to that aspect of it because the reasons. So
Because it's Hogan.
with Hogan, it's one of those living legends, but also still people their
He
opinion,
still got heat. He still got heat.
and to some he might all forever have it. Who knows?
Agreed.
Um, but I think that is all in regards to Extreme Rules Raw SmackDown news notes. Um, thankfully, of course, no, at least not that I saw, no WWE Hall of Famer of the past or anybody that passed away this week. Um,
Harley Race is in the hospital though.
oh, he is. Oh, my best wishes
Yes.
to him. My thoughts with him and his family right now. Um,
Also mine.
I think I did last week bring up, even though it has nothing to do with wrestling, but still human nature, human feelings. My condolences to the family of Cameron Boyce.
Agreed.
Disney Channel Star Descendants 3 will be coming out here in August for those that care. I know I will be watching on the Disney Channel. Um, he did great in those movies. I know I remember seeing him in celebrity basketball games for the All Star game in the NBA.
Yep.
Celebrity basketball stuff. And from all the celebrities, whether Disney Channel or otherwise, um, that all the great things they have said about him, um, really, really awesome to learn something about him that I think I already thought I knew, and just as a fan, how he was welcoming to people that were coming to the Disney Channel. He was pretty much
Yep.
gone. In regards to TV shows, he was still there movie aspect wise, but not there for a
Right.
weekly show that he did with Jesse and Bunked, or yeah, and some episodes. The Bunk point is, transitioning, moving on. He just turned 20 not too long ago, so um, unfortunate. He was dealing with epilepsy, had a seizure, passed away overnight that Sunday. Um, Now, I don't mean to compare this to anything like 9/11 or stuff like that, but I'm just saying in regards to myself, I'll remember what I was doing when I found out. Just because for me personally, I was getting up that Sunday morning, was going to talk to a friend in a GH that I haven't talked to in a while, and we were starting to do our GH, and I was just um, checking my Twitter, doing my morning thing, my morning routine, social media routine,
Mm-hmm.
checking everything, seeing what I have to look for, my DMs on Twitter and stuff like that, and just other things. And I see it was trending. I'm like, oh, what's going on? What's up with this? And then I read the news, and I'm like, oh crap, taken aback. My friend was making sure I was okay because I was reacting how I did. So like just like that,
Yeah.
and I was just waking up like I was saying, checking that stuff. So it sucks because he was so young.
Yeah.
I remember my reaction also.
Bless you.
Thank you. When I think it's been 10 years now, but when Corey Monteith passed away,
Yeah.
star from Glee, and he lost him. And how long? Now, I know this may sound weird, but hey, I am what I am. It took me a while to watch any of his musical stuff from Glee after his passing. Like it took me a while to even want to watch anything, and then I finally did, and now with good memories, not of sadness and stuff like that anymore. Um,
Right.
Now with Cameron Boyce, a little different. Like that same morning, on Disney Channel, the running promo was with for the movie, of course, and
Right.
and it's like how WWE with Raws, after Superstars pass or stuff like that, Raws or SmackDowns, depending on where they are, or when they happen. I think that one Money in the Bank they had for passing Superstar. Point is, they have that in the beginning. I hope for when they have Descendants 3, when they finally air it, they have not a video package, which is like an in memoriam
No, they'll normally have the in memoriam, Cameron Boyce, DOB, DOD, probably at the end of the movie after the credits,
Yeah, you're probably
because
right. Then
yeah, that's
the beginning
normally
or the end. Gotcha.
they do it at the beginning of the show at Raw and SmackDown. I think just because they're like, yes, we need to acknowledge this person passed away, but the show must go on.
Right. Then having it in their credits and just as a fading thing
Exactly.
of the in memoriam thing. Yeah. Either way, I know we're kind of going down a different road, but
It is a ramble.
it is a ramble. So we're rambling. And also speaking of rambling, speaking about people talking and sometimes people talking under their asses. Hopefully everybody will be and has tuned in. We are back with the Who Done It game. We are back with the second half. Everybody, welcome to follow at Who Done It DB at W or
WDB.
WDB Puppet Master, WDB Killer, and then all our individuals or whatever. I'm not going to name them all, but you can find the cast there on Who Done It TV. But follow at least those 3 accounts. I'm sure there's someone entertaining for whatever reason. Um, but as me and Becky battle it out to be the winner to unmask both the guys. So for everybody part of hashtag Team Complete, have your voices heard. I look forward to seeing those tweets. I will retweet them if you do. Share your thoughts and share your voice. And then anybody part of hashtag Team Becky, Team Rebecca, are welcome to do the same, and she'll react how she wants to react. So
I'll retweet them if I get a hashtag Becky or a hashtag Poker or whatever you guys want to do.
there you go. Hey, support whoever you want. This might be my show, but if you like, if you go to the Who Done It, if you're watching, if you're getting to know us and you like one over me, that's fine. You hashtag and you support them. I just hope that more people watch it, and I think you will enjoy it if you give it a chance. And I'm specifically talking to my fellow wrestling YouTubers, and watching that. Excuse me, Mark Ramble, Mounties Corner, and others. So definitely hope to see you there, and have your voice heard and reactions to things, because I'm sure stuff will be crazy. I guess. I mean,
You have no idea.
Moving forward, they already are.
You have no idea.
They were already crazy in the first half. We got a second half here.
That's true.
And each of us is trying to scratch and claw and advance and be the king or queen, be the one to be the winner. And unless the Killers and have that kind of a bragging rights thing. Not to be confused with WWE bragging rights, but having actual bragging rights in regards to for that in the game. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up since we're bringing up other things.
Definitely.
So in regards to wrestling, I think that's everything we need to speak of. We'll bid you all adieu. Again, you can follow more on Twitter at @Ramble_WB or my personal Twitter handle at Army_Strong_06. You're welcome to find me on the Snapchat at StephenK_06. On Instagram at StephenK_06. That is Stephen K_06. You're welcome to find the Facebook fan page. Yes, I do have a fan page. I should be on that more often. But you type in Steve's Wrestling Ramble in the search bar and just like the page, and hope to see your lovely faces there as well. I'll let Becky promote her stuff and from
there. Social media, you can find me either PokerLady718 or if you're on Instagram, ROTCBrat718. I'm also a mod on former Lucha Underground champion Marty the Moth Martinez's Twitch channel. You can look up either Marty the Moth or Marty the Moth Casaus. That's actually his shoot name. Love to see you. Tell me you're from the Ramble. Come say hi. And just send all that traffic that way, especially today, because it's my birthday.
There you go. Happy birthday to her.
Thank you.
We talk about name redacted. Well, we'll put age redacted in regards here.
I'm just a little bit closer to 40.
A little closer to 40. You know, I was all feeling old, like I was slowly getting to 30, and now I'm over 30, and like I myself feeling old just then, let alone in 10 years.
Yeah, you don't look a day over 25, kid. Don't worry about it.
I think this beard would say otherwise. But anyway, thank you.
I think we got to sign off, brother.
Yep, and I'll talk to you later. Talk to you all, and above all else, as always, take care.